tomorrow we have a track day in the S14. It's about 7 o'clock at night, 7:30 at night, and as always, we're leaving shit till the last minute. We got a few things that we have to do on this S14. In the video the other day, when we were doing all the stitch welding on Anthony's car, you saw that when we pushed my S14 outside, the tie rod came apart from the knuckle. Unfortunately, all the threads on it had stripped out and the nut had come off, so we're gonna have to fix that today. I do have some GK Tech outer tie rods, which we've got here, so we're gonna be putting these on. These are pretty cool because they're bump stop correction ones, so you can adjust the height of it in relation to the knuckle. But also, in the last track day, because I put engine oil in the diff, it's just what we had laying around the shop, broke down too much, got too thin, and it spat most of it out of the breather. So we're gonna have to jack this up, see what oil is left in it, drain that out. I went and brought some Redline shockproof stuff today. It really hurt my bank account, but it'll be good for this diff to keep it alive as long as we can, because by the end of that track day, when I drove it home, it was just as bad as your Laurel.
If not worse.
The diff is definitely on its last legs, but hopefully the shockproof stuff will make it last another track day or two. You know what, this, I want to modify my handle so I can use it again.
Okay.
So I need to modify the jack handle extension because, what were we using it for?
We used it to smash the subframe bushes out of my subframe.
That's right. So we kind of mushroomed the end of it here, so it doesn't quite fit in the jack properly anymore. But grinder fixes everything.
Oh, about to say eye protection, good sir. Should now do the tahi.
Yes.
Don't pass me the ratchet.
Oil.
Oh, this torch is so good. Ooh. You wanna pass me that? Yep.
Those couple stuttering. Those couple trips to the gym have paid off.
Yeah. There's so much metal on this.
Any big chunky boys?
Yeah, no, there's a few chunks on there.
Upon wiping a lot of the excess oil off, that is all metal.
Yay.
I don't know how long this stuff's gonna last. This very well could blow tomorrow.
Oh, got a spare.
Yep. I don't have a pump to pump the fluid into the diff. Yeah, gonna make something that should work.
Nah, you're lying. We all know what the garden hose is for.
I don't actually. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
No, I actually don't know what you're talking
What do
about.
people always cut garden hoses up for? Yeah. Nah, he's a child of God.
So yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna shove this hose through here. That's gonna go into the side of the diff.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah, probably didn't need to
No, it
get
was.
on your knees, but you do that often. Yeah, that's just gonna go down to the diff, and then we'll get the funnel and we'll just pour it into the funnel and just let it gravity feed in. Old King Bong Maker over here.
No, mate, what are you talking about?
We're trying to make the hose end a little bit bigger to fit over the funnel.
Chinese finger trap. That's hot.
Yeah, funny that, you just had a lighter over it.
Did I?
Ghetto as, but it'll work. And I had to get it back on because Anthony was too excited to be able to do it.
Joel's good with the old twist method. Good with your hands, are you?
Ask her.
Well, you seem to be really good with like tubular stuff, so I don't know what you mean by ask her.
Oh, do you want to check us that bone?
Oh, I just sat down.
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
That is a me problem.
Do you remember how much goes in?
2.5 litres. This bottle doesn't even show you. Sam, I need some assistance opening this.
Alright, let's hope that I can get it.
We didn't have a way of actually measuring it, so 2 litre juice bottle. We know we're gonna put 2 litres in. Yeah, because there's no markings on the Redline bottle itself to tell how much you've put in or not.
Right, let us know.
Yep, go.
Send it!
Why'd they make the stuff blue? It looks like it could very well taste nice, even though it's not going to taste good. It looks like something I would like to drink.
I don't know why it's blue, eh? Couldn't tell you. Oh, it's now coming out of the side of the diff.
Oh, shouldn't be.
Moss is coming out of the side of the diff.
The funnel's full right now.
Oh shit, there's a lot coming out.
Oh shit.
The diff is now overfilled with oil, just a wee bit. I'm terrible at remembering quantities for stuff, And I was like, how much oil does it take? And Anthony was like, 2.5 liters.
Yeah, it was off by about a litre.
It sounded a little high in my head, but I was just like, okay, we'll go with it. And
Yeah, I only spilt like, what, a wee bit of your liquid gold.
yeah, I had a little bit of an aneurysm when I found out the price of that stuff today. And I had another aneurysm when a lot of it went on the floor. But it's all good.
It's not all good. He's going to give me a huge hiding this camera too. Honestly, like, there's going to be bats and whatever coming out. I'm pray for me, guys, please.
Nah, so it's all good. Diff's got oil in it now. Now we're going to do a nut and bolt check on the rear, and then we'll move on to swapping out the GK Tech outer tie rods. Rear bolt check's done, and we did find a few things loose. There are a couple axle nuts loose. All 4 of the drive shaft bolts needed a little crank, and even the subframe nuts themselves needed a little bit of a tighten. That's the one downside about running solid subframe bushes, is because it's just so rattly, it vibrates everything loose. This is definitely turning into an episode from Cuzzy Customs. Since we have to change out these outer tie rods, and we obviously don't have a wheel alignment machine here, we need to make sure the toe is right, and I don't have toe plates either. So we've got this straight piece of bar here, and we're going to cut it in half and use it as our toe plates.
Why don't you just use dinner plates?
What? This is what we're doing. Now that we've got our 2 bars, we're just going to make sure that they're flat with the wheel here. And then we've got 2 tape measures. I'm going to feed them both through to Anthony onto the other side, and then we're going to measure what each one is, so that way when we take the outer tie rods off and put the new GK Tech ones on, we just match the markings back up, and then we know our toe is the same-ish, because it could be off each side, but it'll be close enough. I actually had an idea. Instead of doing them both at once, we're just going to do one side, make sure the measurements are exactly the same. That way we know that only one side's changed. And then once we've got those measurements sweet, then we'll do the other side, because that way it should be bang on.
Less chances to f it up.
Yeah.
It's on that. I can see it right now. So you know where that aluminum tape is? It's right there. Did you find it?
Left.
No. That would be too simple. Gonna make you look for at least one thing.
So what we're going to do first is we are going to crack this nut. Take that out. Quick release. And then this just comes off. And yeah, that's why we are changing this out, because you can see the threads through the middle here are pretty cooked. And oh, this is actually a good nut, but yeah, the nut that was on here was absolutely cooked.
Yeah, so I have no idea how that's happened.
So we've got our first part of our outer tie rod. We're just going to shove that in there. A little washer, throw that on there.
He's winging this, by the way. He doesn't actually know what he's doing.
No, I do, because GK Tech have a tutorial video. I watched that tutorial video.
Oh,
Like-
you watched a tutorial video.
Yeah.
What kind of car person are you? You don't need instructions.
Bro, this shit looks complicated as
It actually does.
And then we get this little collet washer type thing here that goes on there, and then that goes up like that, and then we've got another one which goes underneath it. Oh no, I think we wanted a spacer actually, yeah. Oh, no, because the video said like you want them in like parallel with the ball joint to the lower arm. Okay, it does come with a smaller spacer, so we'll just use that. And if it drives like shit tomorrow, then we know why.
Just
And then
bring
I can-
extras just in case.
Yeah, we can play around with it at the track, and then I can actually take it to get it a proper wheel alignment at some stage. And then the fella that does that stuff definitely knows what he's talking about, so.
Yeah, unlike us here at Cuzzy Customs.
Yeah.
Now you nut on it.
The outer tie rod in on this side. So we're just going to put the wheel on and figure out how much we need to change the toe. Needs to tow it in about 5 mil. The next day on now, we got both of the GK Tech outer tie rod ends on and we aligned them as best as we could. I think the alignment's just a smidge off, but we still got a decent bit of tow out each side, so should be good. Hopefully it feels good at the track today. About to street drive it to the track, set a few cameras up, take you guys along for the ride. Is definitely way worse than the diff that was in Anthony's Morale. It's so loud. It's actually starting to give me a bit of a headache, to be honest. Alright, before we wrap this video up and get into the actual track day video, I'm finally getting to take Sam out for her first ride in a drift car. She's a bit nervous, but you'll be right. It's like a roller coaster, but better.
B track is fucking awesome, man. It's so much fun. Oh, that last lap was definitely the most calm and comfortable I've ever been behind the wheel. But going into the last switch around the carousel, tyres are done. I just saw it washed. But fuck it, that track's sick.
No one's getting rides, it's just me. You can fuck off.
Dude, it was so funny when when we jumped in. I was like, oh, like ready for this? She's like, not really. She was so nervous. The first lap she was like that the whole time, but after like the second, third lap, she was like, oh yeah.
It's just because like when you into things so quickly, it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're boogie. You got surprised second lap just straight up. Fuck yeah, that's good.
You know, I'm feeling comfortable.
That's good. Fuck yes. So happy.
Back in from the first session now, and yeah, these tyres that were on the car pretty half worn, and we've still got like 3.5 laps essentially. Have never felt so comfortable behind the wheel of a car before. Yeah, it's awesome. It's an awesome feeling. I've never been able to like really think about what I'm doing in the middle of drifting like I had been there. It was more just going off instinct. So it was real cool. So I think today's gonna be a good day. I've ripped my bumper off already. Typical. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it for this video, guys. Stay tuned for the next video for the rest of the track day footage. Until then, catch you later.